hear it for ourselves and see if everything sounds good. So let's give it a go.
AI underwent a revolution with the introduction of transformer technology. First outlined in the 2017 paper, Attention is All You Need. Transformers enabled models to focus on context through self-attention mechanisms, leading to significant advances in natural language processing, powering groundbreaking models like GPT and BERT that achieved unprecedented performance in tasks like translation, summarization, and conversational AI.
Now, mind you, right, that wasn't me. Hopefully, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Granularity.ai tutorial. Today, we are going to talk about a topic that I believe someone had asked around 2 weeks ago. Shout out to James Adams, Jimmy Jam 77, who was from one of my YouTube comments, asking if there's any way to clone voices. Can I do a tutorial on it? I did message back. Yeah, it is possible. There are tools like PlayHT that give you the ability to clone voices. And I believe this person wanted more open source options, which there is open source options. Open Voice, XTTS-V2 is another open source options. Real-time voice cloning, Unit TTS. These are just a few of the open source options out there. I will make sure to have those listings in the description. But mainly, we're going to focus on today on PlayHT. Mainly because in my circles, and I think in other circles, PlayHT is kind of becoming a big name in this domain when it comes to cloning voices. So we're going to run through this. I'm going to clone my voice, giving you a example, a tutorial on how you can use it to clone your voice as well. I will say it is kind of creepy. It is kind of scary, but it's also really cool to kind of see like what's possible with this voice cloning application in of itself, or API in of itself. If this sounds like something you're interested in, if voice cloning is something you have been curious about, please make sure you subscribe. We touch on tutorials and videos just like this, whether it's using LiveKit for speech-to-speech, generating synthetic data, developing simple GenAI applications. We do it all. I think maybe in the coming future, the near future, we're going to run through quantum computing and how it can be useful for you. Quantum computing is something that can be super important nowadays, especially with NVIDIA rolling out its GPUs that I believe are trying to compete with Google Gemini, which I think Google Gemini is also rolling out their quantum computing computer, I think called, what is it? I think it's called, not Blackwell, Willow. I think Willow is what it's called. So if things like that really interest you, we shine a light to those topics. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you dislike if your heart sees fit, make sure you comment, make sure you suggest, make sure you leave feedback. We want to know what we can provide to you. Let's jump into it. So as you can see, I'm on the PlayHT site, generate AI voices indistinguishable from humans. Ultra realistic text-to-speech voice, leading AI voice generator, free unlimited downloads, most fluent and conversational AI voices. Now, I will say I do have a slight beef with PlayHT. Reason being, they only gave me one free voice cloning, which kind of sucks. It is not, PlayHT is not open source. It's definitely paid. But the quality you get, I will say, is amazing. So just to start off, you're able to do this create voice clone button here, and then you'll get these two options, instant or high fidelity. I did instant, only 30 seconds of audio needed. I already used my one free instant voice clone. I'm doing the free plan. That part does kind of suck. There is the 10 instant voice clones for 31 per month or 374 a year, so forth and so on, that you can pick from if your heart sees fit. Frankly, for me, it's a no-go just when it comes to just kind of giving a tutorial and trying it out. Maybe down the road, we will look into more open source options, but this is kind of just to give you an idea on what's possible and what's out here. So once you kind of hit this button, you make your 30-second voice clone. You will then see that it will pop up, I believe, in the, where is it, voice cloning piece here. So I have mine labeled first test. Now I will say, I'm telling you, the hearing my own voice back to me in such a clear manner, like very, very, like exact replica of my voice, like 95% accurate. And it gets the breathing right, it gets the tone right. It is borderline scary, even for me, who is, who finds this kind of stuff super fun and interesting. But once you have your voice clone done, right, you're then going to want to try in this generate speech piece here. Now, I already have a simple kind of two-sentence excerpt here that I have, and I think this is change voice. We want, can I use mine? Let me see, clone, there we go. We want to use this one, confirm. And once you're choosing your voice, and like you see here, there is other voices you could choose from, pre-made voices. Maybe we might try it out here. There is American accent, Arabic, Polish, South African, that's cool. Filipino, Serbian, Italian, American, Turkish, Russian. So there's different voices, different languages that they speak. I would highly recommend checking this out and giving it a try. We're not going to run through any of these different voices today. It kind of will make the video way longer than it needs to be. Today, we're just going to clone my voice. So the excerpt that I have here is something that I had ChatGPT generate, and it's AI underwent a revolution with the introduction of transformer technology. First outlined in the 2017 paper, Attention is All You Need. Transformers enabled models to focus on context through self-attention mechanisms, leading to significant advances in natural language processing, powering groundbreaking models like GPT and BERT that achieved unprecedented performance in tasks like translation, summarization, and conversational AI. Now, you've just heard me read, I think it's 2-3 sentences of the prompt here. Now we're gonna say, let's make sure we're able to generate this speech. Now I'm not sure how long this will take, but let's try it out and see. Hopefully, if it takes too long, I might speed it up, and then yeah. But let's give it some time here. Here we go. Still going. Okay, now here we are. We can see that it has kind of already generated. We don't need it to regenerate unless we're going to play it real quick and see if it needs to be regenerated. But mind you, I have already said the prompt here. We kind of want to hear it for ourselves and see if everything sounds good. So let's give it a go.
AI underwent a revolution with the introduction of transformer technology. First outlined in the 2017 paper, Attention is All You Need. Transformers enabled models to focus on context through self-attention mechanisms, leading to significant advances in natural language processing, powering groundbreaking models like GPT and BERT that achieved unprecedented performance in tasks like translation, summarization, and conversational AI.
Now, mind you, right, that wasn't me. Hopefully you're able to hear it. Hopefully you're able to listen. But that wasn't me, and hopefully you could tell. Hopefully. I believe it's like 95% close to my cadence and the way I speak, even the breaths, honestly, which also is kind of scary. But even the breath is kind of scary. Um, but this is where you can kind of find how AI voice cloning is possible. Now, going back to the open source topic originally, right, where I said those names, obviously, open source can be a ways behind, meaning the quality may not always be there. Unfortunately, I champion open source 100%. But truthfully, like, yeah, the quality isn't always there, and you won't find too many times or too many open source applications where, or too many open source models where the quality is amazing. You will have to pay 9 times out of 10 for the quality when it comes to these applications, unfortunately. But hopefully in the future, in the near future, that concept might change. Next, what I want to run through is we have the clone of our voice generated. We have the ability to also test out this voice and hear it for ourselves. Now, we want to implement this, let's say in a basic API, and kind of use the model in our own development. That's the main entree of today's tutorial. So again, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is exciting stuff. This is new stuff. This is cool stuff. Make sure you subscribe if you want more stuff like this. Make sure you like, make sure you dislike, even though I highly don't think you're gonna dislike this. I think you're gonna pretty much enjoy this. But if you feel so need to, please go ahead and dislike. And if you do dislike this video or tutorial, please make sure you leave feedback. Please make sure you leave suggestions. Please make sure you leave comments. What can we do better? How can we help you in a better sense? And how can we improve? So let's move on. We are now going to go to a Jupyter notebook. I am using the Jupyter, or actually I'm using Anaconda, through Anaconda, using Jupyter Notebooks IDE. And we are going to then do some using the model for our own doing. So as you can see, we already have some packages here. And with these packages, you can see that we have the the PlayHT package, the environment packages, PlayHT again, .client, importing the TTS options package as well, the play sound, which I don't think we're using the play sound one here. I think I just imported this just because, and the Pygame, which we will be using for the sound piece. But just like how we had used the prompt in our console within PlayHT, we're going to use the same prompt here to showcase it, how we can do the development programmatically. So we're going to do prompt. I can't spell prompt, and then just copy it from here. There we go. And place it, prompt equals, boom, boom. Now, once we have that done, we then want to kind of get into establishing our headers, and then getting our manifest.json file, our manifest file. This manifest file contains the voice that we had cloned. So we're going to want to do the response equals requests dot get dot, or not dot, actually parentheses URL headers equals headers. Then we want to do print response dot text. Now, once we have that here, and once I run this cell, you're going to see where that manifest file is then outputted. Ooh, requests. Did I spell it wrong? Request. Let me see. I don't think I did. No, I think I spelled it wrong. Request is not defined. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and do, let me see. Request.get URL headers equals headers print response.text. Weird. Let me see. Let me look into this a bit more. Oh, that's why. Duh. Make sure you also run your package cell. Cool. Now, let's go ahead and run this again. Response. There we go. Now we have the manifest.json file. So once we have this is where, again, we have our voice clone file that we need and that we plan on using. We have voice cloning 0 shot. Now let's copy this, and you're going to want to place it here. Now there is other things that you can do within this TTS options piece. Playing with the speed, playing with the format, you can kind of add options to that. Or there's options within this function that you can use. But we're not going to run through all that. We just kind of I'm just going to kind of give you guys just how to kind of get started in the first place. So we then want to kind of run this cell as well here. And here's where we get to the fun part. We're going to want to save this output granu1 wave file. And then once it's done, be able to print the audio saved as output granu.wave. So let's give it some time. And then this is kind of where we begin to be able to see whether or not it's able to, again, through a programmatic way, play the voice audio that we had cloned. Or the voice that we had cloned, play the audio from what we wanted to say in the prompt. You can see that I have where's the prompt? The prompt here that it reads off of, and I had it saved to this variable here. So we're gonna add pygame.mixer.init, boom. And also make sure you run it. Don't get like me and not run the main package cell. Pygame mixer.music.load parentheses, and you're going to want to copy and paste this. And then add below it pygame.mixer.music.play. And now here's the fun part, right? Where we finally begin to see if it reads off what we want it to read off.
AI underwent a revolution with the introduction of transformer technology, first outlined in the 2017 paper, Attention is All You Need. Transformers enabled models to focus on context through self-attention mechanisms, leading to significant advances in natural language processing, powering groundbreaking models like GPT and BERT that achieve unprecedented performance in tasks like translation, summarization, and conversational AI.
So hopefully you also can tell that that is not me reading off of that prompt. It is PlayHT using the voice that we had cloned to read off of it. This is cool stuff. I think this is cool stuff. This kind of is in that same realm of speech to speech. I don't know if LiveKit is able to do the clone voices. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it, but I'm sure you can, at least now with PlayHT being able to do it. I wouldn't be surprised if that capability is within LiveKit. If you are curious about LiveKit, we did do a prior tutorial maybe a month ago or 2 months ago with LiveKit showing, maybe more than 2 months ago, showing how it's possible to kind of have a speech-to-speech application where you communicate with an AI, via voice, and it's able to respond back to you. We did it with both RAG, using the RAG framework, as well as just having a simple, basic conversation without it having a knowledge base in the background. It is possible. Stuff like this is possible. We are now in the age where I believe in 2025, maybe I'm going to make a post about my predictions for 2025, but I think voice cloning is going to be something huge in 2025. I think AI agents, I've been a huge proponent, a huge advocate for AI agents these days when it comes to kind of getting the knowledge out there. I think not all, but most of 2025. As well as quantum computing. I am thinking in the next tutorial that we will do is going to be about quantum computing and how it can be useful for you. Do a showcase on some type of topic. I'm not sure yet. But I think it's good to prepare you guys for quantum computing. And I know Google just released I believe it's a quantum chip, I'm not sure, called Willow. I think it's called Willow. And so I think that's just their step in the game when it comes to quantum computing. I have to brush up on my knowledge of quantum mechanics and computing. I'll probably end up doing that throughout the week because I haven't looked into it in a long time. But it is something that is cool. It is something that can be useful, even though I don't think we have too many useful applications for it these days. I do see it in 2025 when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to financial engineering, even when it comes to maybe simulation. It can be huge. So, anyways, if you liked what you learned today, please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you hit that like button. If your heart so desires, hit that dislike button. But all I ask is that if you do decide to hit that dislike button, please make sure you comment, you leave feedback, you leave suggestions for us to improve. And if you hit that like button, please make sure you also comment. Please make sure you also comment how much you like the material. Let us know if this helped you. Let us know if there's any other questions you might have. I love reading the comments. I love getting new ideas on what to explore. I love new ideas to try. Like I said, what was their name? James Adams, Jimmy Jam 77. Huge thank you for providing that idea. It was great to look into it. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too if you do see this video. Anyways, without further ado, bye-bye.